right? Because Yahweh he rules all of the spirits. He's the begotten spirit over all spirits. All right. So all of the spirits have to submit unto him. That's why it says also in the scriptures, it says when the Messiah returns, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess.
That's right.
Even the things of the sea. So the earth, the whole entire earth existence is going to give service to the Son of the Most High. Yeah, so read some more.
That looks stupid, man. Stupid.
You get
Muslim, supposed to be a Muslim, but she got all the nose ring and all that. You know what I mean? Don't look right. It's got the chab on.
Okay,
worldly things in it. Contradiction.
So that's just the whole situation. And that's why in this day and age we're able to get this truth and wake up. In the days of where all nothing but satanic things are happening around us.
Yeah.
People are more drawn to Satan than turning to the Most High. So when you really look at us, I'm not just talking about us over here, I'm talking about brothers all around the world. If you look at all of us, we're nothing but a miracle.
Right.
Because Satan is working, Satan's power on this earth right now is extremely powerful, man. To the point where it's influenced everybody out there. That's why most people accept the whole idea of this LGBTQ or whatever, ABC, I don't even know the alphabets, man.
This is what the Judah used to have. They used to have no.
Yeah, so exactly. So what's happening is that Satan has infiltrated the minds of the people. Severely, man.
Those darkness is covering the people.
You know?
Those darkness is covering the people of darkness rather than light.
Right. So that's just the whole ordeal. Yeah, so read that.
This is 2 Corinthians.
No, but she was a
2 and
Muslim.
11.
She wasn't a Jew, she was a Muslim.
Lest Satan should get an advantage over us.
Yeah.
For we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, we're not ignorant of his devices, and also just everything in general is of Satan's devices. Even get married is a device of Satan. Because when you get married in today's world right now, pretty much what you're doing is you have to, not only you get married with your woman, but you also got to merge the government in. So why is the government getting involved in the marriage? You see that? Because the true marriage in the scriptures is all based on sex. Now you had the ceremonial laws and everything, but what consummated marriage, true marriage, is sex between a man and a woman.
And the ceremonies was not a law. It was just something that people practiced. Tradition, we celebrated, drank wine, and then afterwards pretty much was there to witness you. They put the sheep on the bed, everybody wanted to witness you, you know, pretty much join onto that woman, man. That's afterwards, then they'll take the blanket with her blood on it, and then they'll show it to the people, everybody celebrating and all that.
Right.
It was just virginity. Yeah, talking about virginity. It was not really, if you go back to Isaac, how did Isaac, what's her name, Rebecca, how did she become Isaac's wife? As soon as he saw her, he just grabbed her, took her in his mom's tent, in his mom's tent, and that was it, man. That was them got married right there and then. You know, it wasn't no big wedding or some type of celebration. You know,
and it was just between the families.
Let us get to know each other first, and then after 6 months.
Because you have to understand, when a man puts a seed inside a woman, that seed is inside of her, bro. It's part of her body, even to the day she dies, bro. You're joined onto her. She's yours. You know what I'm saying?
So that's showing you that she's married onto that one man.
Married, bro.
And when you look up the word marriage means to be joined onto. Okay? So, and another thing too, even when you look up the word sex means to cut. So really, technically, when you really look at the average female today, are you really cutting into anything? No. Because whatever you was trying to cut has already been cut by somebody else. And like the brother was even saying, on how these females, they got spirits on them, or the spirit of that man they lay down with, you got to think about how many other spirits they got upon them. Okay? But going back to what I was saying, the whole marriage thing is the thing that Esau uses in his fashion to pretty much set up the man eventually. Because ultimately, if you're going to get married to the average woman out here, you got to think about it. And it's again using your senses, your spiritual senses. Okay? and also doing a little research as well, you know. Now, statistics shows that a woman that's been sleeping around with different men throughout the course of time is more prone or likely to cheat or sleep with another dude. So let's say you get married to her, most likely she's going to denounce the marriage. She's going to want to get a divorce. And Esau knows this, and this is how they make money.
Right.
All right. Anyway, let's read on.
So, Genesis 2 and 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father.
That's it.
So, Genesis 2 and 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be and they shall be one flesh.
Right, and they shall be one flesh. And even at times, like when a woman is getting together with the man that she's with, eventually, in you know, some time or another, they wind up looking the same. Sometimes you can't even tell the difference whether they're
I watched it.
brothers and sisters.
I watched it.
Oh, you watched it? Yeah, man. So yeah,
One guy that I know in the world, he's in that situation. He's got 2 girls he's seen.
Yeah.
One of them slept with like over 17 guys, bro.
yeah, yeah,
She's like 26.
yeah.
Another girl, he's doing it raw with her. And he's busting in her.
Yeah, doing the whole thing.
I'm saying, bro, she's basically yours, bro. You've already did everything with her.
But that's just the thing, and plus she gotta be a virgin too, and that's why the men of the ancient world do better to take a virgin, because they had the understanding of what a woman is, all right? Because all a woman is a conserver. She conserves other men's energy. Okay.
She receives, she conceives.
And also she conceives the seed. She nourishes the seed and brings the seed out to the world. So when you're having sex with these other women out here, all you're doing is you're just injecting your spirit in her. But she got multiple spirits inside of her. And this is why when they come of age, they always got to use some kind of medication. Go on, bro.
So, Sirach 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession,
Right.
a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
So it says, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession. And this is why also, when you have a possession, what happens? Now, let's say, for example, you order something on Amazon. First and foremost, in order for you to order something on Amazon, you have the right, your details down on where you live, so that your product can get to where you live at. So that's you inking your name on that product, so it can go to your product. So your heritage is your woman. What happens when you get married to your woman? She takes on your last name, declaring that you've what? Let's read that again.
So, Sirach 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Right, getteth a possession. And this is why, beginning with the apostles, they've always said that when you get a woman in this day and age, technically, she's not your woman, because number one, she belongs to many men. Number two, if you do get married, your marriage belongs to the state. And even your children don't belong to you. Your children also belong to the state.
Yeah.
This is why it's mandated for you to take your children to the public school systems. And if not, then something else is going to happen to you.
That's why at the wedding they always say, do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
Yep.
You know, it's not lawful according to the scriptures, when it's lawful according to their laws, man.
Yep.
You know, and then you go sign those contracts.
Yep.
You know,
That's just the thing.
yeah. By the power invested in me, now I pronounce you, man.
I pronounce you. Like, who are you?
That's just the thing right there.
That's
this
a
is
curse, that
all-
pronouncement.
And you have to get some kind of certificate, man, for you to actually to be in that position where you can say, I pronounce you, man, from their laws against you, man.
Because if you go in the scriptures, it says every man went to his own house. Every man to his own house. So every man was to use the ruler of his own house.
Right.
His own family, man. You
There
don't
was
have to
no
go
such
to
thing
no
as
fucking
government.
government, and the government tells you what to do. You was the ruler of your own house. Every man to his house. You know what I'm saying? So when we're in our days, every man was his king over his own house, man. You know?
Exactly. So that's what it's all about, man. Not where the government has to get involved in your relationship. When you got three parties getting involved, come on, man. That's no marriage.
Exactly.
True marriage is when two individuals come together and they become one. Not when a third party has to come involved. And then, like I said before, the government also knows that a lot of these women, they get around, so most likely, because they've gotten around, they're more likely to cheat on you anyway, and also do away with the marriage thing, and then therefore they get paid off that too.
Now I think there's no consequence for it, man. There's no consequence for your woman cheating on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing. That's why they can freely do it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. There's no consequence. Yep.
Can I just
If
say?
there was a consequence of that, then you wouldn't have what you have today. You wouldn't have to see your daughter sleep around with these different guys on her.
According to that law, it's in her interest,
Yeah.
academically and financially, it's in her interest to divorce you.
Oh, okay.
So why would you?
She gets more out of it.
She gets more out of it. It's
Yeah.
in her interest. She gets paid for it.
She gets paid for divorcing your ass. That's why I think it's like there's over 70% of divorces are initiated by women. Really? That's a lot of down divorces.
And that explains that the majority of them are harlot.
And
Because
What's the point of getting married?
think about it, right? If you take a woman that's a virgin, right? And she's never had a man before, she's not going to be easy to just give up that man that she's with. In order for her to easily do that, get with you and then go get someone else like it's drinking water,
Right.
she has to be a harlot.
Hey, don't get twisted. A lot of these women are virgins and they don't care who they give it the virginity to. They just do it just for the hell of doing it. Just to get over and done with. They go about their business.
I don't think a lot of them are virgins, but I think a lot of them are harlots.
No. Some of them are virgins.
Some of them are though.
Some of them.
They're virgins. They don't care. They're just over and done with. They don't really care. There's nothing for a woman to just have sex with a guy and just move on to the next.
Very few of them.
Just because
There's nothing for them.
they say it's the first time it's painful, so they want to get over that part.
Yeah.
And then now they start being, oh, now it doesn't matter. Now it's just sex.
It's nothing for a woman because you think it's some type of emotion. I'm telling you, bro, it's nothing for a woman to have sex with a man and just move on to the next. It's nothing
she
for
goes
them.
to understand.
You've been trained to think that it's emotional for them. They get someone. No, I'm telling you, it's nothing. Why do you think we want to do prostitution? Have 10, 12 guys in one night and just go to sleep or not without even blinking, man. It's nothing for a woman to have sex with a guy. They do all the time, man. It's
And
not a
what
big
you
deal.
gotta
It's not a
also
big deal.
understand as well, a lot of these women, what you gotta understand also, a lot of them are coming from situations where their parents didn't really show them anything right any doggone way. You know, and that's just the thing. You got parents raising children that have no knowledge of anything. That's why it says in the scriptures that Israel is destroyed for lack of knowledge.
No precept. It's Habakkuk 1:4, and it says, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth.
Right.
For the wicked doth compass the righteous before, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Right, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. And that's all I don't cut you, brother. And that's all you got out here. All you got out here is wrong judgments that's being proceeded. Judgments that are being made up, rather than following the judgments that are written. Go on, bro.
On the subject you said about women aren't being raised properly,
Right.
this is Sirach 7 and 25. Marry thy daughter, and so thou shalt have performed a weighty matter,
Right.
but give her to a man of understanding.
Because, and the brother's right, because let's say you're a woman and you had shitty ass parents, right? Your mother was probably a harlot or she was some kind of prostitute. What are you going to become? You're going to become a prostitute yourself. Because you've seen your mom do it, you've seen your aunt do it, so it's like, all right, my mother's jumped on the cock carousel, so I can do it as well. It's easy. No big deal, plus it's declared on TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on that, yeah, it's easy for them to jump from man to man.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, on a natural, if she was in her right state of mind and she grew up the right way, she wouldn't be having to do all of that.
They'll still be harlots anyway. The scripture says she'll go from fountain to fountain, drinking up any water near her, man. The scriptures already knew what women are whores. That's just how they are. It's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with
Right.
how they were raised. That's just how they get
Yeah.
That's just how they are.
Yeah.
She'll go from water to fountain, even if the scriptures watch over her with an impotent eye. Because she's gonna be a hoe anyway, man.
Yeah.
That's just how even if you was raised the right parenthood, even these Arabic women.
No, but brother, I gotta interject. You just said it right there. Watch over your daughter with an impotent eye.
Yeah, exactly. But that don't
Because-
mean she's still a hoe.
No,
even
but
if you did
check
raise
this
her
out.
up.
But check this out. What I'm saying is this: even if you're a child, right, or even a young boy is out of order naturally. That's why you gotta discipline your kid. Give me that in the Proverbs. Read that precept in it. Huh? Get me that as well. That's why it says train a child in the way that he should go. Because even us as men, we naturally go on.
Yeah.
That's why you got with your parents. So the word parent means guardian. So your parents are there to guard you in the right direction. But if you got shitty guardians, you're gonna do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Because there's no discipline there. Go on, bro.
Proverbs 22 and 6.
Oh, he had it. Okay, go on.
Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go,
Right.
and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Exactly, and that's why you got these black men in the hood just doing no good. Always getting into fights, got anger management issues. They was even saying kids that come from a single parent household, right? And I've even experienced this myself because I used to hang around with certain dudes back in the day, right? And most of the guys I used to hang, especially in America, a lot of these kids, they got anger issues.
Yeah.
And the reason as to why, because they got all of this testosterone and it hasn't been regulated.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, women ain't right either, but guess what? Men ain't that right either. Okay? And the way that you regulate, you put things in perspective and you balance things out is by raising them up in the scriptures. Okay? That's really the main thing, because you could have decent parents, but are they raising you in the scriptures?
Yeah.
That's the ultimate, and that's why we are destroyed. Go on, brother.
Just a quick testimony. When I was like an early part of my teens, my father used to work abroad a lot. Those were the years where I was the most degenerate,
I myself,
just a complete gremlin.
Yep.
I was getting in trouble with police, school, all the time.
Yep.
But as soon as my father comes back and settles
The same
permanently,
thing, yeah.
he strikes the fear of the Most High into me.
Yep.
Because anytime I got into trouble, he would whip my ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, I had to behave myself.
Yeah, and that's what happens, man, because like, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's like when I was in school, I could have gone to fights many of times, man, but there was times where I was like, you know what, I gotta cool down because I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna have to deal with my father's bullshit. So let me just, you know, calm down and just, you know, be a good boy, so to speak, because I don't want to deal with my pops. But when you ain't got that foundation, that fear, then you just do whatever you want to do and you start acting the way you want to act. And that's just the thing. But going deeper than that, if you have to fear the Lord, you ain't gonna just do whatever you want. So it's that fear that's not there, and that's why they do what they do. That's why these women do what they do, because there's like you said before, there's no there's no consequences. So when there's no consequences to sin, then man is more prone to do that, to sin, because we're in the flesh anyway.
Right.
All right, go on, brother. That's why the scriptures also says that as well. It says something to the effect of it says, you know, I'm not gonna jump the gun on the scripture, man. I'm not gonna paraphrase the scripture.
Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There shall be no whores or the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Right, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. And plus, we live in a society that promotes whoredom anyway.
That's right.
So let's say
Sorry to interrupt, but don't
let's
you
just
think
say,
in the Bible should be something like the earth round and there are microbes?
yeah, but that's a whole different subject matter. We'll get to that later. Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, just ignore him, man. He's a nobody. But like I was saying, man, we live in a society that promotes whoredom. So let's say you have a daughter, if you raise her to be right, she's still gonna be a harlot because of the world that she's in.
Yeah.
Because of the world that she's in. So it's like even I myself, I'm gonna take myself as an example. Right? Although I had my parents and all of that stuff, I was still being a nigga out in the street.
Right.
Okay, because the world influenced me to be that.
Yeah,
what I was seeing on TV.
Peer pressure. There's a lot of peer
also
pressure.
peer pressure too.
Yeah. In the Christian church, the Catholics, a lot of them are freaks. My first girl then was supposed to, I went to a Catholic school.
Yeah.
I breed her up and right, and the parents said to me, she was brought up as a Catholic.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But that's that was the rebellion. The grass is always green on the other side.
Exactly.
As well, the peer pressure.
Exactly. You know, and that's just the thing. Because I mean, it does stem from a level of parenting, but it also has something to do with the world that they're involved in. Because the world is bigger than your parents. So when you go out in the world and you see what people are doing, plus you see what you see on TV, it makes you enthusiastic to do what everyone's doing.
Right.
All right. And women are children in the mind anyway. So women are gonna do things that's cool to them, even if it's the wrong thing. They're gonna do it anyway because they're children in the head. That's why they gotta be guided and they gotta be in a certain society which promotes righteousness anyway. All right, because the problem, the reason as to why people are doing the things that they're doing right now, because Esau's in power. That's the main reason. You could, like I said, you could have, and I'm just thinking about it now, because the brother may have a point. Well, he only has a point to a certain degree.
Yeah.
We live in.
There's two sides to every story.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I know.
Woman or horse.
I know what you're saying.
But you can guide her behavior by if men have an impudent eye over them. You know what I'm saying? Then she can do the right thing as long as you create a society where she has to do the right thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just let her go naturally, she's gonna do what the scripture says. She's gonna go every fountain and drink up every water near her. Because she's their horse.
That curiosity is always in the back of her mind, whether she's doing it or she's not doing it. It's always in the back of her mind to do it because of the grass is always green on the other side.
Let me say something real quick. Like there's this, you know how you got MGTOW, yeah? You got the Arabic MGTOW now, man. The Arabs are complaining, man. The Arabs are complaining about Egypt, and there's other Arabic like countries, man. That I can't really say because I don't really know them. But there's one guy here, he's in the States, and he's got like an Arabic MGTOW, man. And they're complaining that the Arabic women, they're as much as sluts as the women in the Western Hemisphere, man. Right. But you don't think so because they promote the Muslim and tradition. But the Arabs are trying to say, bro, the Muslim women, they're even worse, man. They've never experienced this freedom and liberation of feminism. So when they do it, they go crazy.
Same with
anal sex is big because they still value their vaginas. Because they still believe in that virginity shit is
because
cool.
I remember
So they let guys run through them anally, man.
And another thing too, I know a lot of brothers got something to say, but you also got to understand, them Muslims are hypocrites too. A lot of the Muslims, they don't really believe in that shit.
Yeah.
So if you have a society where you have men that are journeying about this truth, this is why we call it this truth. Because if what we had was to dominate the earth, you wouldn't have all of this confusion.
That's right.
And you also, and another thing too, Muslims have now become homosexuals now. That's the new thing. So it's okay for them to do it. What are you saying, bro?
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 30. This is part of the curses. It says, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt dwell therein."
Right, and that's also part of the curses. You'll get a woman, and then somebody else is going to sleep with her. Okay, and this is the world that we're involved in, which promotes that.
Right.
Because, like I said, like the brother said, there's no consequence to it. So, if you seen all around, okay, a man sleeping with another man's wife, he got dealt with according to the law, you wouldn't do that. Because you would lose your life also.
Right.
But we live in a world which promotes sin.
Because in the law, especially to do with women, the scriptures tell you when they go off, it wasn't just putting them to death. He was putting them to death in front of everybody in the city. And the reason the Lord gave that reason is so that when other women see it, they know to fear, man.
Right.
You know? They feared, man. They feared. You grab up one woman and then everybody sees what happens to her when she goes and sleeps with another man when she's married. And the women, they bring her to the doorstep with her parents, and then the whole city. That was the judgment. It wasn't just cut her throat off or whatever. It was the whole city coming to stone her, man.
Right.
So that everybody can see and fear.
You know? That's the main point. Because when you look at a woman ain't really supposed to be sleeping from man to man. Because when you understand a woman's private part is very delicate, right? So if she's jumping from one man to another man, all she's going to do is mess up her cavity and mess up her insides. Because the body's not created to do that. Her body was solely created to be with one dude. Right? Go on.
So Deuteronomy 21 and 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father,
a good precept,
or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
Right.
Verse 19. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, and bring him out unto the elders of the city, and unto the gate of this place.
Exactly. What?
Unto the gate of this place. That same word there for lay hold is the same word that's in Deuteronomy 22, when it talks about the rape. The guys got messed up over that. The guys in the IUIC said that lay hold meant to seduce. They said that lay hold means to seduce, but what does lay hold mean here? It means to arrest,
Yeah.
right?
Seduce.
Yeah, to seduce him. What kind of bullshit is that? It says, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the...
Meaning grab his ass to the elders going.
So they seduced him to the elders.
Yeah. And bring him out.
Please, they can't put you to death.
Learn it.
There's some sweeties for you.
Yeah, the sweeties is going to get us some stones in his ass.
And bring him unto the elders of the city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of the city,